Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to What's on Tap podcast, your beer review and random knowledge podcast for 10 years running.
None of my knowledge is random.
It's all random. It's all random.
It's well
random. It's a well curated random nonsense.
It's not random to me. Today is collaboration episode.
Yes.
And in the spirit of collaboration,
We brought a friend along.
yeah, we're collaborating with Frosty Beard Brewing and Narcos. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
I know. How does it feel to be our the longest running returning guest?
Am I really?
We're going to set you up for this episode.
Hey, feels awesome.
Ah, good.
I think it's Björn.
Well, if Bjorn Guiden was here, then he could argue that point, but he chose to do something else.
I think he's watching hockey or something.
I don't care. He made his choices in life,
Exactly.
and his choices were not to sit here and drink beer with friends.
Exactly.
So he's dead to us.
Yeah. And you've made a number of collaborations, but mostly with local brewers, right? Other Malmo brewers.
Yeah.
In Norwegian.
Yeah, I'm done two, I think.
With Hylje and with -1 Brewing Collective, at least. Norwegian?
I'm still not there.
No, not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh,
Not yet.
you heard it here first.
Nothing he can announce yet is what I'm hearing.
What's on Tap podcast with the breaking news?
Exclusive.
Well, no Norwegians.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's what we heard.
I know. That's what I heard.
You just can't talk about it. It's very...
It's still like the contracts hasn't quite dried yet. So
I would have to kill you. But
yeah.
Yes. He could tell us. So the first beer is a wildale.
Mhm.
It's marked as... It's brewed in Greece by Seven Island Brewery, but the collaborators are Munklägrets, the Swedish brewery from Sörmland. Åkers Styckebruk is where
Lower crust. That is like a real place. It is somebody making up.
so some kind of farming community.
yeah, I think so. I don't think they might have. I have never been there, but I don't think it's the biggest place in Sweden.
You don't think so, really? I mean, so
Might have the name on both sides of the sign for the.
Oh,
it's like welcome. You're now leaving.
Yeah, pretty much.
So where would this be? What part of Sweden is this in?
Sörmland would be like south of Stockholm.
Okay, which is basically Sweden.
Oh, yeah. No, that Eskilstuna would be
That would be
close.
That would be west of Stockholm, wouldn't it?
Who knows?
I know this sounds like a made up place. But anyway, so Seven Islands Brewery is a Greek brewer, and they've been doing some really great stouts.
Okay.
That's kind of what I know them for. Their
Okay,
stouts.
so Åkers Styckebruk is exactly between Stockholm and Eskilstuna. Wow, I am amazing at geography. But Eskilstuna is west of Stockholm, yes, not south.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, it's on the same height as right in between Stockholm and Södertälje.
Yeah, it's very close to Strängnäs. Yeah.
Nice. Finally, really narrowed that out. Really nailed that for our international listeners.
I think Strängnäs was a big military town, actually.
Okay.
And this particular beer is called Forbidden Eden Vanilla and Peaches because they made several Forbidden Eden with different fruits and adjuncts and whatever.
With different brewers as well, or just always with?
I only checked one other, strawberries and bullshit or something.
And it's strawberries and bullshit. Yeah, that's my favorite flavor.
Yeah.
Of all of the Forbidden Eden styles, strawberries and bullshit. That's the one I proposed.
I already closed it down. I don't remember, but it was strawberries and something else, and it had no collaborators marked. So who knows? We would need to buy it. But here, Munklägrets is clearly marked on the label. It's a cool label. It's some kind of flying snake creature. Forbidden Eden. Yeah, sure. It's the snake of Eden, but with wings.
Yeah, it looks like they did two other versions. One is cherries and blueberries, and then one is Merlot grapes. So first blueberries and no strawberries and bullshit. I can't understand why that one didn't make the cut. So weird. They're probably saving that one for themselves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yet to be released. You heard it here first.
strawberries and bullshit.
That's a good beer name. Strawberries and bullshit.
I can see a future release coming from you.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
Just inspiration right there.
And this one is 6.2%
All right.
alcohol by volume.
Let's try some peaches and bullshit.
Really yellow, and in a see-through bottle, it looked absolutely amazing before we opened it.
Super peachy.
Cheers. That's a good acidity.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, just the right level.
This is really good.
Yeah. You get a lot of the peachiness. I don't get any vanilla at all. But it's very much on the, what's the Fafoon kind of level of astringent peachiness. Yeah.
This was really good, actually.
Yeah.
Really, really.
It's in the American Wildale category for sure.
Definitely.
Well, it has to be because everything's a wild ale.
Yeah, but a lot of them are Wildale other. Yeah.
But I like this one. It's really good.
119 Swedish kronor. So not
That's a really good buck. That's a really good price as well.
Yeah.
So I would recommend people to buy this one. It's a good beer.
but it has a lot of peaches, but not a lot of vanilla.
Yeah, there's literally no, I mean, it's a shame because I think the vanilla would balance it a little bit more.
Yeah. They could have stepped up the vanilla a bit, but I'm not that. Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah, I'm not holding it against it too much.
But yeah, but if it says vanilla, it should kind of taste.
You know what? I'm a real stickler for that usually. So that's why I kind of have to drop my ratings to be a little bit lower.
I will ignore that and give it a 4.25
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 4.
because of the vanilla.
But if I have vanilla, I would give it a 4.25, maybe even a little bit higher, because I think it's really, really solid. But I want that vanilla, flavor to really bump it a little bit. I think that vanilla would also kind of cut through a bit of the astringent parts of it as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm with Martin. This is 4.25.
It's really, really good. For you said 115,
119.
119 for the bottle. That's a really good buy. Definitely worth it. So what do you have up next?
So next is a collaboration between Basqueland, they're Spanish, right?
Yes.
And Finback from the United States. And it's Omako Basoa Imperial Pastry Stout, part of the 10th anniversary series. It is, the special ingredients are cocoa, coffee, and vanilla. And it is 17.5% alcohol by volume.
We haven't had something that big in a while. That is that's a barn burner. It's 10th anniversary series, huh? So do we know, did they do, I'm not going to bottle caps right now. Did they do like a bunch of different collabs to celebrate their 10-year anniversary, or we
Do not know.
all right, well,
Who can know such a thing?
let's see here. I do Basqueland 10th. Let's see if I pull it. Yes, so they did an Imperial IPA, a birthday cake, pale ale, and a stout. Oddly enough, none of these are this beer.
No.
So that's kind of weird.
It's not, yeah.
I guess it's part of they're celebrating 10 years as a brewery. This isn't the part. Oh, it says 10th anniversary series. Who knows? Maybe there's another line of 10th anniversary beers they also have put out. But yeah, I like Finback. For some reason, I always think of Finback as a UK brewery. I don't know why. It doesn't sound very like American.
Not from Queens.
Queens, yeah, I know. You've been to Finback, right, Marcus? You were.
Hub.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they have 2 tap rooms, maybe.
Okay.
I went to one of them.
Okay, the description of this beer says, this is the 7th of 9 collaborations celebrating our 10th anniversary. Omako Basoa.
What a weird name, because you would expect it to be maybe like a Japanese collab or something with that name, but nope. So this is an Imperial Pastry Stout, cocoa, vanilla, coffee.
I said all of this.
All right, well, I'm just going over it again because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. Let's try it. Let's try it this time. 17.5% ABV. Cheers.
I'm still caught up in the ABV being so high. It's not like the ABV of something like a brewery beer.
Exactly, and that's where I'll be honest. I've tried this before, and the disappointment is the mouthfeel, because it is way thinner than you would expect.
It's sugary as well.
Very sugary.
Yeah, but get a lot of vanilla.
Yep.
It's like almost vanilla extract kind of levels of vanilla.
Almost. A bit of coffee, a bit of cocoa. For sure. The cocoa more in the aftertaste.
I like this beer a lot, but I gotta be honest, this would be hard to drink a can of.
Yeah.
It would be quite a, you'd have a little bit and then you let it sit for a while and then have a little bit more. And it would be kind of like at least an hour to try to get through this can. It's a lot. And I think because, like you said, the mouthfeel and there's such a strong vanilla up front, it's hard to drink a lot of.
That's why we brought Marcus to fill him with 17% stout.
Thank you.
When are you going to make a 17% stout?
We'll see.
So, well, maybe that's the Norwegian fun.
That's a secret Norwegian collab you don't talk about yet.
Frosty Beard Lervig confirmed.
Or maybe. Frosty Beard Edmondson.
Yeah, or no.
Frosty Beard Marlow Bubble.
That's what I'm actually thinking is going to happen.
It's not happening.
But
Not yet. Moment.
not yet. All right, can't talk about it. That's why he's like, yeah, we can't talk about it.
He has to say that.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to, though. Marius is a nice guy.
Frosty Beard Three Sons collab. Frosty Beard South Plains collab.
Ooh. Yeah.
And
Living the dream.
so what would you give this 17% stout? And you don't have to drink the whole can. You can share it with us.
It's kind of tough because I kind of like it,
Yeah.
but also don't like it at the same time. Like, I like how easy it is to drink. I like the fact that there's a slight alcohol burn
Yeah.
that keeps you from drinking it too fast. Because you drink it and you're like, oh, that's pretty good. And then it finishes, you're like, ooh, there's a little bit of burn. And then you give it like a minute and you're like, I need a little more of that. And so,
I think when it aired out, it got a little bit better.
yeah, like, it's kind of like, I hate myself for liking it. I actually I'd give it a 4.5.
For me, it's a 4, maybe a weak 4, but it kind of it falls forward into the 4.
Yeah. That's kind of where I am. I'm like, it's a 4, but actually I find myself, I keep drinking a little bit more and a little bit more. And I'm like, and maybe it's a 17% getting to me. And by the end of it, you're like, I'm feeling pretty happy right now. So this is a pretty good beer. That's probably what it is. So yeah, that's why I'm giving it a little bit higher.
Yeah. So it's funny that you mentioned it. I did drink a can of it myself. What happened was I ordered it when it was released at Systembolaget. And then I went to Systembolaget like a week later and I was like, huh? Finback Stout? I've missed that. Omako Basoa, I'd never heard of that. It's too weird. I'll buy it. And then when the order came in, I was like, now I get it. My brain didn't connect Basqueland and Finback, whatever, because Finback is very prominent on the label.
Yeah, I thought it was a Finback beer with a collab with the Bass Fund.
Exactly. So that's why I already had a can. So I figured I will bring this one too.
I'm guessing that the Basqueland logo is in the traditional spot for the logo, and then Finback is further down the can. But it 100% looks like this is a Finback beer.
Yeah, it's like the first thing you see.
Yeah, it's the brightest thing. And they put it against a background that makes it pop even brighter.
Yes.
So, yeah. So you almost can't even read the beer name because it's like some sort of gold on yellow slab.
Weird. I don't know who made this, but
I can confirm that it is possible to drink a can, but you just have to take your time.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
But Marcus really should do a What's on Tap podcast collaboration beer.
I mean, I've been talking to him about it, and he keeps saying it's going to come, but yet suddenly there's all these other beers, all these other collaborations, hidden secret collaborations he can do.
we can make a date.
Well, let's do it because we've already discussed the style. We discussed
17% imperial stout.
exactly. Actually, it's a 32% freeze distilled.
Oh yeah, freeze dispense
The stout.
Yeah, that's maybe not so fun.
Oh man.
But, yeah, we can do that then.
It's a 72% triple freeze distilled collaboration with Morsuto.
Oh my god, yeah. But we will do that, and this year. So We just need to find a date that fits us all.
I think we can do that.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
And we need to decide what beer to make as well.
I already know what kind of beer we're going to make.
Yeah.
It's going to be super good.
And then we'll invite all of our listeners to drink it.
Yeah.
All 5 of them.
No, I'll have 2. So if they bring a friend, yay! Oh no, there'll be 10 people at least. Well, we will pack. It's a bringer show,
Yeah.
so it's a bringer beer release. So you got to bring at least 5 people with you to when you come to try the beer.
To be able to enter.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, happy 10 years. We're going strong still. I think we're about 10 and a half years in, so we have a few more months till 11. I'm not going to make a joke. So we'll wrap it up here. You can find us online at What's on Tap Podcast, at YouTube, Spotify, wherever else you can find podcasts. Bring a friend, share the podcast, like and subscribe. Until next time.
Keep drinking, you dum-dums.